So, hello all, and we are here for our another project session on large language model. And today we are going to deal with Llama 3, that is the third version of Llama series model by Meta. So, as we are seeing, the world is dancing around this large language models, LLMs. Why I said this thing? Dancing around LLMs. Because every big company, organization, they are looking forward to have a model, or I would say large model, or I would say large language model, because they are having data and they want to have a automation process by which they can have the answers or the results which will be in such a way just like as humans. So large language models are those models which are trained over huge amount of data, tremendous large data, and then after training you are going to use this model for generation of the similar kind of data as like it was trained, or I would say just like humans. Fine. So Llama is also one of the large language model, and we did have previous live project sessions on different LLMs. Llama 2 also we did. Google Gemma also we did fine tuning for both of them, and we were having previous other live sessions also, all right, on LLMs. Fine. So Llama, its full form is Large Language Model Meta AI. Okay, and because I will initiate this project by some notes, by some common, yeah, basic understanding, because it is required. I can't jump directly towards the fine tuning unless and until you don't know what is the story behind the large language model Llama 3. I can't jump directly to the coding part. I have to make you understand what is there in the architecture, what are the components, okay, what they do in general context, then we can have the fine tuning. Okay, so here, generative AI has more property models that has been released within a spam. That's what I was saying. The world is dancing around these LLMs. Okay, if you do talk about right now, generative AI is the thing, no, which has been going on. We expect artificial intelligence to have your production of data, either in a form of a text, either in a form of an image, or whatever. Okay, so the open source community did not benefit from this AI revolution as much until Meta decided to launch their first model. So these are open source models which the Meta has been releasing. Okay, so Llama 2 was an open source LLM that was built to modify, deploy, and have a local copy of the model, and we can host it on the cloud server. Llama 2. Similarly, Meta has released Llama 3, that is the upgraded version of that particular model, and that's what we are going to work today. Okay, so open source. Okay, so the main purpose of this for the open source model by Meta is to create an environment to give a flexibility for the developers around the world that how this LLMs are working. Okay, so Meta already putting this model to work by integrating it to its popular products like Instagram, Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, सब जगह लगा दिया. Okay, now the next, whatever you are using as an applications of Meta, definitely you are going to see much more functionalities ahead. Okay, in fact, Apple is also looking forward to have a Google product, Gemma. They are also looking forward to integrate Gemma with the iPhones. Okay, so the next thing will be that only. You will be having the integration of LLMs on these devices. Llama 3, 8 billion parameter and 70 billion parameter trained model. It is having a cutoff knowledge of March 2023. So, whatever be all data till March 2023, your model has been trained over that. So, that's why right now there is a company or the internet over which there are various websites who has put the data. Now they are in a worry. Why? Because anyone can download the copy of that particular data. They can create a copy and they can train their model. So they are worried. Previously, that was not a such case before this chat GPT. Now the companies are worried because obviously internet it's a source of information. And now such AI models has been built. So we can download that particular source of information, we can train our model, and that can be produced in a much more refined way. Okay, so Llama 3 is having two version, 8 billion and 70 billion parameter. Parameter, weight and the bias. यही होते हैं. It's again it's a neural network architecture, na. So we are having neurons and weight and the bias are the parameters. So 8 billion parameter and 70 billion parameter. This is a actually heavy model, and this is okay low model for the Llama 3. We'll be using 8B. Okay, so Llama 2 to Llama 3. What happened? Llama 2 was introduced 2023. Okay, and obviously open source large language model, powerful, efficient model. We did, as I told, fine tuning of this model also. Okay, but it has some constraints, some drawbacks. It faces some issues related to the prompting, some helpfulness, and room for improvement was there in the Llama 2. So, in order to improve that, Meta brought Llama 3. Okay, and Llama 3 is having 8 billion, that is the small model, and with a size of 10 times smaller than Llama 2 70B. So we are having 70 billion also. Llama 2 70 billion parameter trained model. So ये उससे भी छोटा, it is less than that Llama 2 also 70 billion. Yep, our Llama 3 8 billion parameter wala. Okay, and both the models are state of the art. Okay, all these models are state of the art models. Okay, and the tokens is from 4,000 to 8,000. Okay, so the kind of the content, how much it can generate. So these are the token context size. So this much they can generate, and it can be further be increased because now there is a limitation or okay foundation that how much it can produce. Okay, so here the number of tokens can also be increased. Right now we are having 4,000 because it create, for example, it create a complete content, a complete story. So obviously every word, every full stop, comma, semicolon, these all are the tokens. So there will be counting of token, how many of them there could be. So 4,096 to 8,192 token that can create, and it can be increased also. Let's see. So Llama 3 70 billion is having the best performance as compared to the other models. Gemini Pro 1.5 and Claude Sonnet 3. इससे better है. Okay, so here is the comparison chart of Llama 3 with Gemini and the Claude. And in regards to few configurations, that is MMLU, GPQA, human evaluation, GSM. What they are, I will going to tell you. Okay, and the math operations. Okay, so all the values of Llama 3 are better than these models. Okay, MMLU. What is MMLU? Okay, MMLU is massive multitask language understanding. Okay, and it is designed to measure AI ability to understand wide range of subjects. At least I am having a model which can understand the subject what I am talking about. ये तो intelligence है. If you are talking to someone, in what context you are talking, your model should understand that. So that is what the intelligence is. So we are looking forward to build the models in that regards only, that it should interact with the humans in the same way as the humans are talking. So ये तो barrier, there should not be any barrier कि you are talking to the machine. No, you are talking to it. It should generate the response like that only. So MMLU, multitask language understanding, in different languages it can understand, and it can give the results, answers. Then GPQA, that means 448 multiple choice question written by the domain experts in biology, physics, and the chemistry. They gave to the LLM to answer. And here also Llama 3 over smart other. Human evaluation. Okay, obviously the humans or the people do testing of these models. So it's a benchmark. Okay, it can evaluate the code and synthesis and whatever the things has been done. So human also people, they evaluated the model that it's working fine. GSM 8K, it is a data set for evaluating problem solving skills in AI, particularly grade school math problem. So the math problems are also been done fine by the Llama 3. And 12,500 and challenging competition mathematics problem, that is also been perfectly solved by the Llama 3. Okay, other models are not that much in scarcity. They are also doing fine. For example, if I consider Gemini, okay, so this is 82, this is 81.9, so only point 0.1 ka antar, only point 0.1 difference. This is 39.5, this is 41.5. So ये भी कोई छोटा मोटा नहीं है. Gemini is also okay, one of the good models. All right, so there is a comparison. This is 93 GSM to have some mathematical solutions. It is better. Maths में भी ये 50.4 है. Okay, ये आपका कुछ quizzes related था, अभी हमने बोला GSM, that is a data set for evaluating problem skill. So problem skill understanding of Llama 3 is better than the other models. But maths for the Gemini is amazing. Okay, so that's why Apple want to integrate the Google, that Gemma model in their iPhones. For anyways, right now we are going to talk about the Llama only. Fine. Now, model architecture and the training for the Llama 3. It is trained over 15 trillion tokens. So again, I told you, large language models, obviously the number of token will be more. 15 trillion. इतना बड़ा डेटा है, 7 times more as compared to Llama 2. So from where they are getting such kind of data? कहाँ से मिल रहा है? From where they are getting this huge amount of data? These are big companies. They are already having Meta, Google. They are already having the data, and OpenAI, Microsoft, and all these. They are also in competition. So all these are the companies who are having the data. They are the boss. Okay. So all that means text data, both input, output, whatever they are with the multiple languages. They are training their model. Okay. And to build Llama 3 model, Meta assembled extensive data set comprising over 15 trillion tokens, as I told. Okay. And it is 7 times more than the Llama 2. The data set contains a notable proportion exceeding 5% of high quality non English data, 30 languages also. English and 30 more languages, 31 languages it has been trained. Okay. So it can respond according to that. Okay. And Llama 3 has a full potential for chatting and dialogue applications. Obviously it can communicate, as I told ना, ये कर सकता है वो. And it introduced a new approach of concept of instruction fine tuning. It combines with the supervised fine tuning (SFT), rejection sampling, proximity policy optimization, and direct preference optimization. What these techniques are, which we are talking: SFT, then PPO, DPO. What these are, because they are introduced in the architecture of Llama 3. Okay, now let me explain you these terms, what they are: supervised fine tuning and all these. Okay, let me share the screen again for these notes. Okay, supervised fine tuning. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I was sharing you supervised fine tuning. Okay, so you heard now what I taught. Okay, now just from here only, na, supervised fine tuning, you got disconnected.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है, fine. So supervised fine tuning. Let's understand this thing. What it is. Uh, See, supervised fine tuning. Supervised fine tuning, as we are seeing, natural language processing, that was the first stage. Before the LLMs, we did a lot of work related to it. Then fine tuning emerged. Okay, and we are adapted towards the large language models, this pre-trained large language models, to have a downstream task. Okay, so what this supervised fine tuning is? Okay, supervised fine tuning involves adapting a pre trained large language model for downstream tasks using labeled data. Okay, so we will be having a data, labeled data. That's what we use in the supervised machine learning also. Similar kind of data we can submit to the model, and we can have a fine tuning related to that. So today also we are doing the same thing. We are having a data set that is based upon your financial data. Okay, that's a labeled data, and I'm going to fine tune your model with regards to that particular data only. Okay, so in supervised fine tuning, the data is collected from the set of responses. Okay, and the main difference from its related to the unsupervised is where data is not validated beforehand. So LLM training is usually unsupervised in nature, and fine tuning is usually supervised in nature. Okay, so during supervised fine tuning, the pre-trained LLM is having the fine tuning on the labeled data set. Okay, so we'll be having your text and we'll be having a sentiment in today's data. Okay, so that will be a supervised fine tuning, and the model weights are adjusted according to it. Fine. That means you are going to adjust the weights on the basis of gradients from the specific task loss, and this is measured between the LLM's prediction and the actual. That's what we do. So you will be having a data where you are having the ground truth that is positive, and the LLM will predict it is as a positive, negative, or neutral. So whatever be the ground truth, that there will be the comparison, and the difference is calculated, and obviously there will be loss is calculated, and then obviously the next thing will be the adjustments of the weights. Okay, so the supervised fine tuning allows the model to learn specific patterns in the data. Okay, so we are having a data which is based upon the target. It is having a target. Okay, and we will tune our large language model according to that particular data. This is called as SFT, supervised fine tuning. Okay, fine. So that's what we are going to do. So here is the input. I can't log into my account. What should I do? Output, try to reset your password if we give to the pre-trained LLM. Okay, so a dry and concise answer to a support customer question using pre-trained LLM. Now we can imagine if we want to build a chatbot for a customer support service. Although the answer below is correct, it is not adequate, which will require more empathy, a different format, additional contact details, and everything. That's what it requires. In that particular case, we are going to use supervised fine tuning. Okay, that means we are going to have a pre-trained LLM. ये तो है ही हमारे पास. Okay, we are having some training example. We'll give it to the model for the fine tuning. So now, what will be the answer if the question is I can't log into my account? What should I do? The answer will be I am sorry to hear that you are having trouble in the logging. You can try resetting your password using the forgot password option on the login page. This will be much more better answer. Okay, so you are having a set of question. Okay, and you are having the answer related to it. So this is how you can train your LLM. So this comes under a category of supervised fine tuning. So what is fine tuning? See, in fine tuning, we do have to adjust the weights of the model according to our data. That is called as a fine tuning. There is a transfer learning, there is fine tuning. In case of fine tuning, you have to adjust the weights of the model with our data. In case of transfer learning, you do take the trained weights from the pre-trained model, and you just add few more layers in the architecture of that model. Okay, and then you can adjust the weights. So existing model ka weight doesn't change in case of transfer learning, वहां नहीं होता ये काम. But in case of fine tuning, you will be changing the weights in regards to that data. Okay, some of the layers definitely from your existing model. Okay, pre-trained model, they will be changed. वहां पर weight change होगा, pre-trained LLM का weight change होगा, layers का. Okay, so this is what we do. So now I am having a better customer support answer. So this is due to supervised fine tuning. So we are having unsupervised also, and we are having supervised also. So the above answer was related to the unsupervised. Okay, though it is giving the correct answer, it told just to reset the password. इतना ही दे दिया उसने. लेकिन here you can see it's giving much more justified answer, that you are having issue in the logging. You can reset your password, and that is available on the logging page. Okay, this is how we can perform your what training of the model. Okay, fine. If you are having any doubt, you can please ask to me, and I want everyone to be present here as long as we are studying and we will be doing the coding part. If you face any difficulty, any doubt, please let me know. Okay. फाइन, तो ये आपका सुपरवाइज वाला हो गया. Okay, now there was one, and this thing is used in your Llama 3. In Llama 3 we are having one more thing, proximal policy optimization. ये भी बोला उसने. In PPO it is reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning, which we know is we are getting a feedback from the environment. Okay, so there are some agents, there are certain training agents which are installed, which are continuously monitoring the activity, or they are giving, they are monitoring the activity, and that's what they give to the model. Okay, that this is these are the actions which are happening. So here in the PPO we are using the reinforcement learning. So we are having training agents that will interact with the environment and learn from the optimal behavior. That means what I said, they are looking forward and they are checking the action. Okay, and whatever they are doing, they are reporting. For example, there are CCTV cameras installed everywhere, and they are continuously monitoring you, that what you are doing, what are the actions are involved. Okay, and they're reporting to the server. Okay, that these things are happening. So your info and your model, by getting that information, वो train हो रहा है वहां से by such data. Okay, so in case of robotics, in case of game playing, autonomous driving, for example, driverless car, वो ये use करती है. Okay, if any of the mistake, any of the uh, this whatever this driverless car has to perform, यदि कोई गलत करता है, it does something wrong, so there will be a penalty enforced on it. Okay, and if it is doing correctly, then a reward is given to the such kind of systems to take a decision. So reinforcement learning has been performed. So PPO, that's what this Llama 3 has been using. So it is having policy gradient methods. That means it belongs to the family of policy gradient methods, which directly parameterize the policy of the agent and optimize it to the maximum cumulative rewards. Okay, ये सब उसी की बात कर. They are talking about the good action. For example, if my LLM has given a perfect response, I will be rewarding it. If the response is not good, so that's why now they do ask the feedback. When you use any LLM, when you give any prompt, you get the answer, they will ask for the feedback. But that means they ask you for a thumb sign, whether the answer is correct, an up thumb, down thumb, what these are. Here, reinforcement learning, yani as a human, you are going to give as an feedback to it that the answer which the LLM gave is the correct answer. That's what I am expecting. So, ये जो feedback है ना, ये जाता है. This feedback has been collected. If you give the down thumb, that means the answer given by the LLM is not justified. That's not correct. That's what you are not looking forward for. So ये reinforcement learning है. So we are collecting the feedback from the agents for your correct activity plus reward, wrong activity penalty. Okay. So PPO is developed to address some of the limitations of the earlier policy gradients. That means instability in the training, inefficiency. There are many things which are happening. Okay, so now we are having better efficiency with the PPO, this technique. Okay. And PPO uses clipped surrogate objective to update the policy parameters. So there is automatic updation of the parameters. That's what happening here. Okay, there are many things beside the scene. We are just trying to identify, we are trying to learn the concepts, what is happening. Okay, but there are many things besides the scene. Okay, so there is some threshold value, and once the policy update touches the threshold value, then it is going to update. Okay, so this prevents the large policy updates maybe destabilize the training. Okay, तो आपके फीडबैक से ट्रेनिंग भी होती है. आप जो भी दे रहे हो, whatever you are giving as a feedback, obviously the model is going to consider it and then it will incorporate in the training program. So the next time it will give the answer that will be much more appropriate. Okay, so there are trust regions also for the optimization. which ensures that updated policy does not deviate it too far from the previous policy. Okay, that is also been there. Okay, to maintain the stability during training. Okay, there are some policy. Okay, on the basis of this only the updation has been done. So there is some context defined here, and you will be doing a change, but not that far that it should deviate from its policy. Okay, so here PPO uses actor critic architecture. There are two components, actor and a critic. Two neural network are employed. Actor learns the policy and the critic estimates the value function. Okay, that learning is proper or not. PPO typically sample multiple trajectories or the batches of experience from the environment to update the policy. And this sampling approach improves the efficiency and accelerate the training. So you know what is happening? Reinforcement, this that's the concept behind it. Reinforcement here, learning from the environment. We are having the agents available. And whatever they are watching, na, they are updating. And environment is continuously changing. And this change is being submitted as a feedback to the model. And model has to update itself. Train karna hai usko. Okay, so if model train and it gives the better response, okay, reward. And if there is a wrong answer, penalty. That is the main theme of reinforcement. So PPO. So this model uses the reinforcement learning. Okay. So powerful and the widely used reinforcement learning, PPO. Okay, in my Llama 3. Then we are having direct preference optimization also. And in my 2023, this algorithm was introduced, DPO, direct preference optimization technique. Again, it is an alternative to the reinforcement learning from the human feedback, RLHF. Reinforcement learning human feedback. Here the humans give the feedback that the model is working proper or not. The answers given by the model is good or not. So this is RLHF, reinforcement learning human feedback. So DPO, direct alternative. Okay, so what we are doing here in the DPO, are we not taking any feedback from the humans, or are any other source of feedback has been given? Okay, so it is gaining a popularity since it does not require a reward model. So this method is applied to generate language models such as GPT, Llama, and etc. So what is happening in the DPO? DPO is applied to preference data, which basically consists of a data set of triplets: prompt, chosen answer, and the rejected answer. In other words, for each prompt there is a better response. और आप ये देखिएगा, this is what happening. If you have observed or not, if you are using chat gpt sometimes gives two answers. Have you seen this thing or not? ये देखो जरा. Have you seen such kind of response from the chat gpt or not? Tell me, have you seen this thing or not? Chat gpt sometimes gives choices, and you can select any of the answer from it. So it's keeping this as a feedback. That is the DPO. Okay, tell me, have you seen this thing or not? You can unmute and
Sir, I've seen this thing.
huh?
So sorry to interrupt. Sir, I've seen this thing more in Google Bard, where for if one prompt, multiple drafts are
Huh. Multiple
created.
draft are, that is DPO only. Okay, we don't know what is happening. We are just okay. Here, being as an AI engineer, it's not mean to use the application. No. Being as an AI engineer, it means to understand what is happening behind the scene. Okay, so previously I told there is a reinforcement learning, where you're taking the feedback from the humans. Here, you know what happened? Here, your model gave the two option, three option, four option. That's what you are saying. Multiple draft, and whatever be the draft you are selecting, the rest of the draft are rejected. So it will keep it as a concern. Each prompt, for each prompt, the better response, whatever you are selecting, and the worst response will be there. So it will take a note of it that this was the better response which has been selected. So next time it will update and modify, and it will try to give such kind of responses to you. ओके, तो ये है आपका डीपीओ. This is the original answer, this is the new answer, and you are having the comparison. Okay, so preference data collection in the chat gpt. This type of data is collected for RLHF, which is objective to train a reward model. यही करना चाहते हैं, to train a reward model that is later used to train the model with the reinforcement learning. So whatever the user selected, they will keep it as preference. Okay, next time they will train the model on the behalf of this kind of answers only. So in DPO, there is no reinforcement learning and the model is directly optimized in this way. So उसने आपके सामने पटक दिया. The model presented you the two answers. It doesn't ask you that which one is good, which one is bad. No, उसने ऐसे directly नहीं पूछा. It is not taking the feedback from you directly. Rather, it gave you the option. Okay, that I am preparing the answers from you. These are the two answers. Whatever you like, I will keep a note of it that you like this answer. So I will consider this as a feedback directly rather than just taking the human feedback. Okay, whatever you selected the answer that I'm going to take, that is the DPO. And interesting to note, unlike RLHF, these responses do not have to be sampled from the language model that we are optimizing, and this is DPO fine tuning. Prompt chosen, prompt plus chosen, prompt plus rejected, that is given to the trained model, large language model. This is the chosen score, and this is the rejected score. Then they are going to apply some maths over it. Policy. So previously, there was policy, which you were listening by me. So there is a question, sir, what is this policy, sir? This is the policy which a model is applying on the basis of reinforcement learning. Okay, so chosen score divided by rejected score. And this is how I'm going to incorporate in a loss. Minus log of sigma, yani sigmoid activation function, beta log R policy upon R reference. Okay, and this is frozen LM. Frozen yani ki abhi it's not being trained. So it is frozen. This is the chosen score. This is the rejected score. Again, I am calculating the reference. Chosen score upon rejected score. This is I'm going to give to the loss. See how the maths is working on here in the LLMs. Okay, so trained model and the frozen model. Frozen means there is no training. Static है वो. हो चुका है वो train. But we are taking the scores from it. And we are calculating the reference. R reference. That is chosen upon rejected. And we are submitting it to the loss function. So here also the same thing. Policy. We are going to make a policy. Now we are going to update our model regards to that. So this is how your DPO is working. Okay. So, sir, I am saying that we are having the trained model, we are having the frozen model. Okay. So, your model gave the response. It gave you multiple response. You selected some of the response, and the rest will be rejected. Okay. So here, that particular data has been given to the model for the training purpose. This is trained model, and this is frozen. Okay, that will be submitted to it. So it will calculate the score based upon it. Ye, whatever be the answer you selected, that will be the chosen score, and this will be the rejected score. It will calculate. Again, there will be some maths beside it. All right, and then it will take the ratio. Here also the same thing with the frozen LM. Chosen score and the rejected score. It will calculate and it will take the ratio, and it will submit it to the calculate the loss final, and accordingly it will update the policy, what to be done, how to update ourselves, so that I can next time give the better responses. Okay, fine. So frozen means here layers are not getting trained. Okay, freeze हो गई हैं, froze हो गई हैं, freeze. And here the layers can be trainable. Okay, so this is how it works, DPO. So at the beginning of the fine tuning process, an exact copy is done for the LLM that is being trained, and its trained parameters are frozen. At each data point, the chosen and the rejected responses are scored by both and the trained and the frozen language model. This score is a product of probability associated with the desired response. तो probability तो निकालते ही है. Probability is every time. It's been used. Okay. So क्या हो रहा है? At the beginning of the fine tuning, an exact copy is done. तो LLM की कॉपी बना देता है वो फाइन ट्यूनिंग में. ये आपकी फ्रोजन है और ये आपका ट्रेंड है. ऊपर अपन ने ये देखा, दैट्स व्हाट वी हैव सीन अबाउट. तो कॉपी क्रिएट कर दी उसने. फिर क्या कर रहा है? फॉर ईच डेटा पॉइंट, एवरी एंट्री, द चूजन एंड रिजेक्टेड रिस्पॉन्सेज आर टेकन एंड द स्कोर्स आर कैलकुलेटेड. यही करा अपन. ये अपना ट्रेंड बन गया और ये अपना फ्रोजन हो गया. इसका कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. द फ्रोजन, इसकी कोई ट्रेनिंग नहीं हो रही है, बट इसकी ट्रेनिंग हो रही है. तो उसने कॉपी क्रिएट करा फाइन ट्यूनिंग में. देखो होशियारी. दैट इज अ स्मार्टनेस. Okay, it created a copy. One copy it created frozen. One copy it created trained. So here the training will be done. And here the things are frozen. That's what it is saying. The score is the product of the probability associated with the desired response and the token for each. Whatever the desired response and what is the response given, accordingly some probability is calculated and the product has been taken. Or the ratio, whatever you can see from the formula here. ये पता चल रहा है अपन को. There's something happening here related to it. Okay, and the losses are calculated by the DPO technique. Okay, so we can calculate this score in a single forward pass as seen in the image below. You can see another image below. Here. So here is a prompt. What is your name? My name is Mary. Okay, so this is the prompt, and this is the chosen or the rejected answer that will be submitted to the LLM. Okay, here it will be submitted to the LLM for the training. So in LLM, the output will be number of tokens and the vocabulary size. Okay, so what it is? Number of tokens and the vocabulary size. So here you can see, ये क्या है? Prompt tokens do not contribute to the score. ये कुछ मेंशन करा है यहाँ पर. My, ये देखो, my name is Mary. Number of tokens and the vocabulary size. So chosen and the rejected score, that is 0.34 into 0.21 into 0.96 into 0.05 into 0.78. ये लो, ये रहे, ये all the scores are mentioned here. तो ये chosen है, ये rejected है. Okay, so whatever be the chosen probability are, उसका product करा इसने. The answer is 0.0027. Okay, that's what it did. And it happens in LLM during the fine tuning. Okay, अभी तो हम फाइन ट्यूनिंग की प्रोसेस ही पढ़ रहे हैं. Okay, so how the large language model scores a chosen or a rejected response for a given prompt. For each step, the probability of generating the response will be selected. and the probability are multiplied at the end. So that's what the probability is. So, you take the prompt, what is your name? So it will, now the next thing is it has to answer. LLM needs to answer. So how it will answer? What will be the first word? What will be the second word? What will be the third word? What will be the fourth word? So every word it will check. What will be my first word? What could be the possibility? वो देख रहा है कि फर्स्ट वर्ड की पॉसिबिलिटी क्या हो सकती है. So the possibility is my. What is the probability of my? Sir, 0.34, sir. Highest probability. Okay, consider. Then again, what should be the another word? Sir, these are the possible words which can come next. Okay, highest probability. Sir, this word is having the highest probability. Okay, consider. What will be the next word? Sir, these are the possible words which can come next. What is the probability? Highest. Sir, iska. So this are having highest probabilities to come. So उसने चूज कर लिया इनको और इनकी मल्टीप्लाई करा इनको. So 0.0027 ऐसे ही आंसर देता है. दिस इज हाउ LLMs गिव आंसर. It will pick up the word which is having the highest probability. So this is chosen or rejected response. ये तो रिस्पॉन्स आया, अब तुम फीडबैक भी तो दोगे. Now you will give the feedback or the responses. For example, this is the chosen score and we are having the rejected also. उनका रेशो करोगे आप और पॉलिसी अपडेट होगी. Okay, this is how it works. And this is the formula for the loss. Okay, ratio to be calculated for the final loss, modify the weight and so on. ये होता है. Okay, so this is DPO, direct preference optimization. I hope I tried to make a sense. Those concepts are actually high level concepts which you don't know that how LLM are answering, how they are giving. So we are not just try to become as the application user. No, we are trying to learn the application, what is happening beside it. Okay, so it told that llama uses supervised training, supervised fine tuning, where we do give a data which is having target also, that how to answer, that is STF, supervised fine tuning, SFT. Secondly, we also do take the reinforcement learning approach. I told about the PPO. That means there is a policy which needs to be updated. How to update? We use DPO, direct. Now there is no RHLF, human based reinforcement. Up we are not neglecting the human. Just we are focusing upon that what responses are marked by the humans as correct responses. Just we are taking that, and on the behalf of that we are calculating the scores selected upon rejected, and then we are going to feed up in the LLM for the next time to calculate the loss, and we are updating the weights of the LLM. Now there will be much more refined weights. This is what the training has been done. ये हो रहा है डीपीओ की मदद से. तो ये यूज कर रहा है. नो वन इज गोइंग टू टेल यू इन एनी ऑफ अदर. यू कैन सर्च, कहीं पर भी देख लो. नो वन इज गोइंग टू टेल यू व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, बट आई टोल्ड यू हियर इन दिस लाइव सेशन that what is happening and what this. I think you might have heard this thing for the first time. Okay, about what is optimization and how you are going to perform the optimization.
So in case of this, my name is Mary.
Huh? Yes,
So
sir.
what's the frozen LLM?
Frozen, that means, sir, we are not updating the weights of it. That is frozen. वहाँ weights freeze हो गए. That is the frozen. One is trainable, another is non-trainable. That is frozen, sir. Frozen में training नहीं होती. The weights are static now.
So some of the things we are rejected.
हाँ
So this comes under frozen.
हाँ. So let me tell you here. Frozen में ये रहा here. ये frozen वाला जो आप कह रहे हैं, frozen. Here the weights are not updated, sir. This is freeze. And now what they did, I also told, at the beginning of the fine tuning process, exact copy is done for the language model. वो copy create कर देता है. One is non trainable, another is trainable. ठीक है, that is being trained and its trained parameters are frozen. एक है trained, ओके ऐसे ही कर रहा है वो. एक trained है, जो ट्रेन होना है उनको ट्रेनेबल और जो नहीं होना उनको फ्रोजन. That's what it did. Okay, and from both of them, it is giving the prompt plus chosen answer and the rejected answer. It's giving to both. Okay, and whatever be the scores we are getting from the both, जो मिल रहे हैं बस उनका रेशियो निकाल रहा है, and it is feeding it to the loss function. That's what it is giving. So frozen means where we are not doing the updation of parameter, while this is the trained LM. Here we are doing. Okay, so we do freeze the layers, sir, in LLM. That's what we do. Freezing होती है लेयर की, वहां पर अपन अपडेट नहीं करते वेट्स को, तो यही है फ्रोजन. Okay, so no updation, and some part there is an updation. All right, there are many more things to say here. Okay, let's get back to our main notes. Okay, so Llama 3 nodes, I explained these: supervised and PPO and the DPO that is used by the Llama 3. Okay, and here are some, you know, uh, your reports related to the Llama 3 model. It outperforms many model, and it is jointly ranked 6 in the model arena leaderboard. So ये पहला क्या है आपका, GPT-4 Turbo, GPT-4 Preview, Claude, then Gemini, okay, then GPT-4, then Bard, then Llama 3. Okay, तो इस तरीके से आया ये. Related to, there is a lead, this is leaderboard arena, that might be some competition related on some task. So this is the rank of Llama 3, sixth rank is ka. Then I'm having Claude 3, Command, and GPT, again different version, Mistral and any other. And these are the organization names who has released these LLMs. Okay, so the thing is, we are going to improve the model performance. Meta is the having the priority for that. Okay, with but not the cost. We need to improve the performance, but not the cost and the bias. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, so the company is much more focused upon model level safety. That means the data preparation, processing, human feedback. All these are the safety. That's what the your company has been concerned. System level safety they are also looking forward for. That means the developers are looking to craft safety mitigations specifically in the use case, and the goal of offering their users the best product experience and explore the options. So they are looking forward for the safety concerns in the LLMs. That means user will give the input will be safeguard, then it will convert it to a prompt, okay, and then it will given to the LLM. So this is system level safety. This is system input level. Okay, so user will give the input, then input will be safeguard, and then it will be given as a prompt to the LLM. Then here the LLM will work. This is model level. Okay, so LLM generate the response. Okay, so there will be pre-trained initial tuning, fine-tuned model use case, and then the model response will be generated. Then there will be output safeguard, and then the final answer will be given. So this is output level safety. This is model level safety. This is input level safety. That's what has been introduced in the Llama 3. इतना लेकर चल रहा है वो. Okay, all level safety. User, मतलब input level, output level, and the intermediate level. There are some concerns, mitigations. That means there are some concerns over which it's been taking as a safety point of view. Okay, so the evolution of Llama 2, I already told. Mark announced Llama 3, okay, after the Llama 2, and there are some possible concerns related to the Llama 2, though Llama 2 is again open source and it is having the achievement, but fine, it is having some limitations, and Llama 3 has been released. Okay, one more important concept. Llama 2 also works upon group query attention. लामा थ्री ऑल्सो वर्क अपॉन ग्रुप क्वेरी अटेंशन. ये भी बड़ा तगड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट है. ओके अभी बता रहे हैं, जस्ट वेट. इन द आर्किटेक्चर ऑफ लामा थ्री, एज आई टोल्ड, इतने ट्रिलियन टोकन्स पर हुआ था ये तो. ओके आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड अबाउट इनिशियली इन द स्टार्टिंग. ओके दैट लामा थ्री जो है आपके 8 बिलियन पैरामीटर मॉडल है, एंड इट इज बीन हैविंग ट्रेंड ओवर हाउ मच. That means 7 या 8 times. 1 point कितना था ये? Let me tell you. Already explained this thing. Okay. 15 trillion tokens. That is 7 times more than the Llama 2. ठीक है. अब क्या हुआ? Llama 3, one of the key innovation in the Llama 3 is its tokenizer, which features a significantly expanded vocabulary. इतना vocabulary 128 to 56 tokens. और लामा 2 में सिर्फ 32,000 टोकन्स थे. सो हियर नाउ यू कैन सी अब इसकी वोकैबुलरी, इट इज हैविंग इंग्लिश प्लस 30 लैंग्वेजेस एक्स्ट्रा. सो ऑब्वियसली द टोकन साइज हैज बीन इंक्रीज्ड. Okay, and it incorporates group query attention mechanism. So what is this group query mechanism? Let me tell you this thing. Let me again stop presenting. I'll show you one article where group query attention mechanism has been explained. Yes, Sohail, ask the question.
Sir, when we say this many tokens, at the moment we are talking about one word consisting of a token, right? Because in
One word,
NLP,
one
one
token.
token can have
One
more than
token.
words.
And then there will be more words. Okay, one word, one token. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, sure.
तो उसमें फुल स्टॉप और ये सारी चीजें. आर यू एबल टू सी माई स्क्रीन?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm trying to present it, but still, let me share my entire screen now. Let's see. Are you able to see now?
Yes, sir. Now we can.
Can you see? There's a website where the group query attention. Now you can see group query attention. What
Yes,
is
sir.
group query? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So group query attention is how LLM understand text by bundling similar pieces together. ये अपना जीपीटी यूज नहीं करता. चैट जीपीटी डजंट यूजेस दिस टेक्निक, बट लामा डू. लामा 2 भी करता है. लामा 2 also do this thing. Llama 3 is also doing this thing. Group query attention. That means it's going to just bundle the similar pieces of work, similar content, similar context. So this makes my model faster and smarter. As it focus upon the group of words at a time instead of a word individually. बस यही होती है group query. I'm going to collect those words which are having the similar meanings rather than interpreting each and every word individually. Okay, so group query attention, it's a method. Okay, it is a method that interpolates between multi-query. हाँ, ये multi-query attention अपना ये use करता है. Okay, and multi-head attention in LLM ये अपना GPT करता है. Multi-query and multi-head. यहाँ here we don't have to give the multi-query. Okay, it interpolates between them. इनके बीच में से इसने रास्ता निकाल दिया. Multi-query, multi-head से. It's better to have a group query attention mechanism. Okay, it aims to achieve the quality, better quality. कैसे करता है ये? GQA divides query heads into groups, each of which shares a single key head and the value head. ये देखो ऐसा करता है ये मल्टी हेड अटेंशन होता है, ये ग्रुप क्वेरी है, और ये मल्टी क्वेरी है. तो इट इज इन बिटवीन मल्टी हेड एंड द मल्टी क्वेरी. ओके, सो it divides, GQ divides query whatever be the question you have given in the form of a prompt into groups. जो भी आपने दिया ना उसको ग्रुप में तोड़ देगा ये. Each of which share a single key head. उसमें एक की होगा, one key head will be there, and the value, उसकी value भी होगी, there will be value present related to it. Then what next it is doing, it is performing interpolation. That means there is an intermediate approach between MQA and MHA, addressing the drawbacks, efficiency, optimizing the performance by maintaining the quality by using intermediate number of keys, and there's a trade-off also. It can balance the speed and the quality of the MHA, multi attention head. That means क्या कर रहा है ये? GQ models the hierarchical relationship within the queries by grouping queries terms and paying various attention to the different groups. तो यही काम हो रहा है. It try to identify the relationship within queries. Whatever be the prompts you are giving, whatever be the words which are present in the prompts, it will try to identify the relationship between them. So it will pick up those words and it will accumulate those words which are having the similar meanings. So एक hierarchy बना लेता है ये. Hierarchical structure it will create. So this helps in understanding the semantic structure of the complex queries. Okay, so the key component here in the ML models to understand the text, यही तो important है. The important thing is how the LLM will give you the answer. Unless and until it will not understand the text, unless and until it will not understand the prompt which you have given, how it will give you the answer. So for that, what it is doing, it is creating a groups of queries. Okay, and in a query there are some words. In another query there are some having different words. It will try to group the words which are having the common meaning, so that it will give you the better answer. Okay, so text understanding is very much important. Information retrieval, particularly useful in search engine, question answering, document summarization. So GQA helps the system to better understand the user search. And how does it work? See, in transformer model, multi-head is used. तो अपना GPT multi-head लगाता है, मल्टीपल क्वेरी होती है वहां पर. ठीक है. GQ can be thought of a way to optimize the attention mechanism in transformer instead of computing attention for each query. हर एक के लिए query attention mechanism ही important होता है. In transformer, attention mechanism is everything. That means it give attention to those words which are important, and because I need to create the answer according to those words, ये यही attention mechanism होता है. There could be many words present in your prompt, but not every word is important. There are some words which are important, so we are going to deal with those words only. That is the attention mechanism. Okay, so transformer uses multi attention mechanism, but this is group attention, group query. Okay, GQ query heads divided the data into groups, each of which shares a single key. एक ही की होती, अलग लोग ग्रुप में सिंगल की देता है उसको. This approach allows GQ to interpolate between multi-query and the multi-query, multi-head and the multi-query, achieving a balance between them. Okay, तो क्या होगा, आप मल्टीपल क्वेरी दो, कोई इशू नहीं. It will try to identify the words which are present in these different query and it will group them. Okay, so it will try to produce the answer which is much more generalized, much more better, rather than multiple query creation. तो मल्टीपल क्वेरी मतलब हर एक प्रॉम्प्ट के लिए अलग अलग, हर एक प्रॉम्प्ट को इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ सेपरेट क्वेरी. ट्रांसफॉर्मर यही करता है. एवरी प्रॉम्प्ट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ सेपरेट क्वेरी एंड इट विल क्रिएट एन अटेंशन मैकेनिज्म फॉर इट. हियर इन ग्रुप क्वेरी इट विल ट्राई टू ग्रुप दम. ये देखो, इनको ग्रुप कर रहा है ये. इट विल क्रिएट अ हायरार्की. दैट्स व्हाट इट इज डूइंग. तो ये ग्रुप क्वेरी अटेंशन मैकेनिज्म है. Okay, so query heads are divided into groups. Okay, which share a single key. So GQ with a single group is equivalent to the MQA, multiple query attention, while GQA groups equal to the number of heads to equivalent MHA. देखिए, words terminologies can be a bit complicated, but the thing is, grouping queries are based upon the similarity of the words. It is dividing the query into groups. It is using intermediate number of key values. ओके, तो वट एवर बी द क्वेरी यू आर गिविंग, उसको वो ग्रुप में कर देगा डिवाइड, एंड उसमें से वर्ड्स जो आ रहे हैं, okay, it will consider those words, and if the different queries are having similar kind of words, so it will connect them into a single group, एक ग्रुप में उसको बना लेगा वो, तो ये ग्रुप ग्रुप में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, it will create a group of those words. Okay, so grouping queries based on the similarity of them, so that is better rather than interpreting each query separately. That's what the transformer do, GPT do, हर एक क्वेरी को सेपरेट डील करता है, and obviously if the query is treated separately, whatever be the words present in them, they are treated separately, separate attention mechanism to them. However, in case of grouping, okay, you give the query, you give the prompt, they will be grouped together based upon the similarity, based upon the words which are used in them, similar words उनको ग्रुप कर लेगा, एंड देन उसको करने के बाद इट विल असाइन क्वेरी हेड्स इनटू द ग्रुप्स, उसको एक नोटेशन दे देगा, उसको एक हेड असाइन कर देगा, क्वेरी हेड्स दे देगा, एंड देन इट कैन यूज की, कि अच्छा दिस इज द ग्रुप, दिस इज द हेड, दिस इज द की, इट रिपीट द की वैल्यू पेयर्स फॉर कंप्यूटेशनल कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी या एफिशिएंसी के लिए बढ़ाने के लिए उनको यूज करेगा फिर वो आगे टू गिव द आंसर. So the goal of the group query is to identify the similarity in the data. Yes, similarity in the query. Just pick up those words which are similar and give attention to them rather than giving attention to individual query. Creating individual attention mechanism या head. ये देखो ये individual बन रहे हैं, ये आपने query दी, ये इसका है value की, ये queries हैं नीचे blue वाला, this is one query, okay, it is having value key, this is another query value key, ये separate है सब, ये मल्टी हेड अटेंशन है. हियर आई एम ग्रुपिंग, ओके दिस इज क्वेरी, दिस इज क्वेरी, दे आर हैविंग सिमिलरिटी, मेक अ ग्रुप. दिस इज मल्टी क्वेरी, यू गिव ऑल द क्वेरीज एंड दे आर क्लब टुगेदर टू सिंगल, ऐसा नहीं कर रहे अपन. सो इट इज इन बिटवीन मल्टी हेड एंड द मल्टी क्वेरी, ये ग्रुप क्वेरी, ये बेटर ऑप्शन है, बेटर अप्रोच है. ओके, सो ये भी होता है जी क्यू ए. Okay, it's used in llama 2, it is used in here also. Again you have to go through, follow through this technique. Okay, let me again, अच्छा मैं तो complete share कर ही रहा हूँ. Okay, so let me get back to the notes. Fine, so here is the link, I am already available in my notes, I will share. So group query में क्या होगा, it is utilized in ADB 70, दोनों में करा इसने. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are grouping the queries, we are picking up the common words which are having the similar meanings, so we are identifying the similarities in the queries, and we are building the group of them, we are giving a head to them, we are assigning key to them, so next time I can use it again to generate the answer. ये काम कर रहा हूं मैं ग्रुप क्वेरी में rather than individual query. That is multi head attention mechanism. I am using group query attention mechanism. That's what I'm doing here in group query. Okay, yes. Any doubt, please let me know. So the queries having the similar tokens, yes, that's what we are doing. They are having the similar token, will be similar responding. Yes, that's what we are doing. Similar tokens. We are trying to identify that similarity only in the data. Previously, the similarity was not checked. Previously, individual queries interpreted individually. उनका multi-head attention था वो. Now I am putting attention to the similar words. So accordingly, I will give the answer. That is group query attention mechanism. ये हो रहा है लामा में, टू में, थ्री में, दोनों में हो रहा है. So again, kindly just try to identify the maths what is being present here. I'm not giving the maths right now, I'm just giving you the concept. Okay, but group query attention has been followed. That is been there as a result. तो ये हो गया है 15 ट्रिलियन टोकन पर, सब कुछ हो चुका है. लामा 3. Okay, and it uses filtering approach also. लामा जो है, it applies heuristic filtering. Okay, approach. Okay, ये क्या होती है? See, we are having classifier filtering and we are having heuristic filtering. See, in classifier filtering, it is a technique to classify documents in different categories to classes based upon the certain feature or the characteristics. Heuristic filtering में क्या होता है? It is a technique that uses predefined rules or the heuristic to filter the documents based upon some specific criteria. It is present in Llama 2 and 3. Such kind of filtering of the data. Okay, instead of using ML algorithms to learn the patterns from the data, heuristic filtering relies on human defined rules. तो ये है उसके अंदर इनकॉर्पोरेट करा उन्होंने लामा 3 में टू फिल्टर द डेटा. ओके, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द क्वालिटी ऑफ द डॉक्यूमेंट्स और वॉट एवर जो भी है उसने कर रखा है इनकॉर्पोरेट. ओके, सो दैट इज द थिंग. ये भी एक एडिशनल चीजें हैं. तो अभी आपने क्या क्या पढ़ा? व्हाट यू हैव लर्न सो फार, द डिफरेंट थिंग्स व्हिच आर प्रेजेंट इन द आर्किटेक्चर. यू लर्न सुपरवाइज्ड ट्रेनिंग, you learned optimization, DPO, PPO, you learned group query attention mechanism that is present. Okay, and then scaling up the transformer for the critical aspect, Llama 3 development, Meta developed scaling laws also, ताकि उसको स्केल अप कर दें, यानी उसको बढ़ा दें रिस्पॉन्सेस. अभी आपने यू हैव सीन द प्रीवियसली दैट इट कैन हैव वाइड रेंज ऑफ रिस्पॉन्स, टोकन्स बढ़ा सकते हो आप, यू कैन scale up the performance, scale up the answer. That is also been there. Llamas 3 is the largest model were trained on the two custom built 24,000 GPU cluster. तो भैया मजाक नहीं हो रहा, तुम 2 GPU यूज करते हो, ये 24,000 GPU यूज करें है आपके पास. टू कस्टम बिल्ड 24,000 GPU cluster. It is trained over 24,000 GPU cluster. So this is the only a big company can do. It can afford such kind of system. Okay, with model parallelization, data parallelization, pipelining, everything that they have applied, सब करा है उन्होंने. And obviously it gave better efficiency as compared to the Llama 2. And I already told you about these things. ये बता दिया मैंने. Okay, आपको पहले ही. ठीक है, ये हो चुका है हमारा. फाइन. सो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, आजकल रिस्पॉन्सिबल एआई का काम है. दैट मीन्स दे आर कीपिंग द सेफ्टी कंसर्न्स ऑल्सो. सो आइदर आप कोई प्रॉम्प्ट दे रहे हो, सो इट डजंट मीन्स दैट इट गॉट लीक्ड. सो तो इनपुट इज ऑल्सो अंडर द सेफ गार्ड. वट एवर बी द LLM इज डूइंग, दैट इज ऑल्सो सेफ गार्ड, एंड आउटपुट इज ऑल्सो सेफ गार्ड. ये पूरा इस पे काम चल रहा है. सो रिस्पॉन्सिबल एआई इज बिन यूज्ड. ठीक है, ये काम हो रहा है लामा टू का, फिर 3 का. ओके, फाइन. So we can access the Llama 3. Okay, you have to take the permission, then only you can access the Llama 3. Okay, it will take some time to give you the permission from the Meta official website. You have to take the permission, then you can use it. We can have the local machine Llama also, O Llama. ये भी है लोकल मशीन में, आजकल ये भी चल रहा है. O Llama simplifies the operation of Llama 3 and other language models on personal computer. So there is a question previously: can we use large language models on our local machine without internet? Is it possible or something like that? So yes, O Llama is there. Okay, sir, we have used O Llama, very useful. Yes, definitely. Okay, so next thing यही होगा. Can we use the LLMs on your local machine, personal computers? So we will be trying this in our next segment also. So we'll try. Okay, so O Llama, that is available for our machines, for the personal computers, for our machines, PC. Okay, तो ये कहानी है अभी. ठीक है, डिप्लॉयमेंट भी हो जाएगा और सारी बातें हैं. तो आई टोल्ड यू द मेजर कंसर्न्स, मेजर कॉन्सेप्ट्स व्हिच आर यूज्ड इन द Llama 3. Okay, apart from that, it's not over. It uses certain other techniques also. What these techniques are, let me explain you them too. PFT, parameter efficient fine tuning. Okay, we have to fine tune the model. So it uses PFT, parameter efficient fine tuning. क्या होती है? In machine learning, models are essentially complex mathematical equations and numerous weights क्योंकि ट्रेनिंग होगी, देयर विल बी ट्रेनिंग एंड देयर विल बी एडजस्टमेंट्स ऑफ द वेट्स. So obviously complex math is applied, not simple, complex. So the coefficients dictate how the model behave. Okay, so we have to train a machine learning model, we have to adjust the coefficient. ये तो खेल है. In ML, DL and all these things, weight adjustment is the game. So in LLMs we have billions of parameter. अभी तो बोल दिया उसने 8 बिलियन 70 बिलियन पैरामीटर. तो करो ट्रेन, तुम में हो तो दम. 70 बिलियन पैरामीटर, 8 बिलियन पैरामीटर. Is it possible to change 8 billion and 70 billion parameter weights? How the mass, how much time it will take? So this is computationally expensive, memory extensive also. So when you are going to perform the fine tuning, in fine tuning we tweak a pre-trained model to adapt to a specific task. और tweak करते हैं, यानी उससे बोलते हैं भाई तू, you do work according to the data which we are giving. That is what happens in a fine tuning. We are having a pre-trained model and we want that pre-trained model to work according to our desire, according to our data. So here the model is already possessing the language of understanding of the language. वो उसको जानता है language के बारे में, ये तो है उसके पास. Now we are focusing, we are making the model to work in a specific area. That's what we want कि भाई तू हमारे अनुसार काम कर. So PFT is a subset of fine tuning, that is parameter efficiency. Instead of altering all the coefficient, we alter some coefficients. अपन पूरे मॉडल के वेट को चेंज नहीं करेंगे. We are not going to change the complete weights of the models, or not all the layers are altered. No, no, not at all. We will select some layer from them. कुछ को उठाएंगे जो कि required है. So your model, it is having billions of parameter, but we will pick some layer, some neuron for the upgradation. That comes under PEFT. That is what PEFT select, parameter efficient fine tuning. तो सबको तो करना बहुत कठिन हो जाएगा फिर तो तुम, क्योंकि दे यूज्ड 24,000 जीपीयू क्लस्टर बनाए उन्होंने. ओके, हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू डू दिस? तो फाइन ट्यूनिंग में वी आर यूजिंग पैरामीटर एफिशिएंट. दैट मीन्स some parameters will be trained, their weights will be changed. So we are having less memory requirement, less computational requirement. अच्छा करना क्या, चलो देखते हैं. ट्रेनिंग, फाइन ट्यूनिंग, प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग की डिफरेंसेस देख लेते हैं. Before we go into this, let's see what is training. Training of a model is this is how we adjust all the coefficients or the weight of the model. This is what we do in training. Okay, adjusting all the model parameter changed, that is training. What is fine tuning? Fine tuning here, the model fine tuning assume model is already having a basic understanding, उसको पता है क्या होता है. Okay, it involves targeted adjustments in fine tuning according to the domain specific task. तो टारगेटेड एडजस्टमेंट करेंगे हम अपने मॉडल के. वी आर गोइंग टू कंसिडर सम लेयर्स टू गेट चेंज्ड, उस पे पैरामीटर्स को चेंज करेंगे कुछ लेयर पे. सो वी आर हैविंग अ स्पेसिफिक जॉब, टारगेट है. वी आर कंसिडरिंग सम लेयर्स वेयर वी आर गोइंग टू ट्रेन अवर न्यूरॉन्स, एडजस्टमेंट करना है उनमें. दैट इज फाइन ट्यूनिंग. फॉर एग्जाम्पल क्वेश्चन आंसरिंग, जनरेटिंग टेक्स्ट, जो भी होगा आपका. अभी अपन को सेंटिमेंट एनालिसिस करना है. Prompt engineering you very well know, crafting prompts. So PEFT play a significant role in fine tuning, and it is there are various tasks which we can do. We are having LORA, QLORA for coefficient selection. इनका यूज करते हैं अपन. लो रैंक अडेप्टेशन टेक्निक, LORA. ठीक है, लो ऑर्डर रैंक अडॉप्ट, ये इनको यूज करेंगे. अभी मैं ये भी पढ़ा रहा हूं, चिंता मत करो. आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू व्हाट दीज आर. सो वी आर हैविंग लो रैंक अडॉप्टेशन टेक्निक एंड क्वांटाइजेशन प्लस लो रैंक अडॉप्टेशन टेक्निक. दिस इज व्हाट PEFT हैविंग. पैरामीटर एफिशिएंट फाइन ट्यूनिंग में ये होता है, ये दो टेक्निक है। क्या होती है LORA? See, LORA is a technique that recognizes that not all the coefficients in a model are equally important. वो बोलता सब important नहीं है भाई, not all the weights are important, some weights are important, we are going to train them, not all, only consider those weights which are having impact. Just consider them. So in LORA the large weight are divided into smaller, factorize कर देता है वो, उनको टुकड़े कर देता है. And this thing I already explained in Llama 2 workshop also, same. It also uses LORA, Llama 2. This also uses LORA technique. So it factorize the weights. ठीक है, तो द आर फैक्टर डिटरमाइंस हाउ मेनी कोएफिशिएंट्स आर सिलेक्टेड. पहले तो देखो कितने वेट चाहिए, हाउ मेनी ऑफ देम आर नीड्स टू बी देयर, हाउ मेनी कोएफिशिएंट नीड टू बी सिलेक्टेड. बाय चूजिंग स्मॉल आर वी कैन रिड्यूस द नंबर ऑफ कोएफिशिएंट एंड दे विल बी एडजस्टेड. वो कर देगा एडजस्टमेंट. क्वांटाइजेशन क्या होता है? दैट मींस इन्वॉल्विंग द कन्वर्टिंग हाई प्रिसीजन फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट इनटू लो प्रिसीजन फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट. ये भी करते हैं अपन, बिट एंड बाइट क्वांटाइजेशन. Because क्यों? Why? Because obviously the mass is high here, so we do convert high precision floating point numbers into low precision floating point numbers. For example 4 bit, जैसे आपके पास 12 16 20 बिट रिप्रेजेंटेशन है डेटा का, उसको 4 में तोड़ दो, 4 बिट में तोड़ दो, 4 बिट रिप्रेजेंटेशन. while this introduces information loss, अब आप बोलोगे ब्रेक कर रहे हो तो इंफॉर्मेशन भी जाएगी. So it significantly reduces the memory requirements and computational complexity. When multiplied these quantized coefficient, it dequantized to reduce the impact of error accumulation. अब जैसे क्या कर रहा है ये? For example, we are having 32-bit coefficients. Now, if we consider the quantization, for instance, 32-bit floating point number is broken down into 4-bit integer. Quantize कर दिया उसको. यही काम होगा विद इन अ स्पेसिफिक रेंज, तो कन्वर्ट करता है और मेमोरी कम कर देता है वो. सो 32 बिट रिप्रेजेंटेशन फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट वाले नंबर को यू कन्वर्टेड इनटू 4 बिट रिप्रेजेंटेशन. दिस इज व्हाट द क्वांटाइजेशन डू, बिट एंड बाइट्स डू. वी आर गोइंग टू ऐड बिट्स एंड बाइट्स इन अवर प्रोजेक्ट. ये क्वांटाइजेशन टेक्निक है. ओके तो भाई ये पूरा खेल है. एंड ये देखो LORA क्या कर रहा है, लो रैंक अडेप्टेशन टेक्निक क्या कर रहा है. सी हियर इज द डायग्राम. लो रैंक अडेप्टेशन टेक्निक, when you give the input, this is your pre-trained weights which is present in your model. This is the updated weight delta W जो कि होता है. तो ये जो इनपुट है W इंटू एक्स एंड डेल्टा W इंटू एक्स, दैट मीन्स जो अपडेटेड वेट से भी मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है, प्री ट्रेंड से भी मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है. ओके, इट विल ऐड देम टू गिव द आउटपुट. यानी पहले क्या होता था, सिर्फ वेट से. देखो मैं बता रहा हूं इसके बारे में, अंडरस्टैंड. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट यू कैन आस्क मी. अंडरस्टैंड, फाइन ट्यूनिंग is computationally challenging because we are having millions of parameter, billion of parameter. So what we are going to do, we use low rank adaptation technique. यानी कि क्या कर रहे हैं हम, we are going to decomposition of the weights. पहले तो हमें सिलेक्ट करना है कितने चाहिए. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल सिलेक्ट हाउ मेनी पैरामीटर्स वी रिक्वायर. पहले ये निकाल लो, फिर उन पैरामीटर्स जो हैं, पैरामीटर्स को जो आपको मिलेंगे उनको आपको क्या करना है, इनको क्या करना है, रेदर देन मॉडिफाइंग द एक्चुअल वेट, द LORA seeks to decompose. That means the decomposition is a crucial step. It reduces the computational overhead association with the fine tuning large. उसको decompose करता है वो वेट को. ये काम है. ठीक है, दैट्स व्हाट आई एक्सप्लेन्ड प्रीवियसली ऑल्सो. देखो कैसे करेगा डिकम्पोज, बता रहा हूं. इन ट्रेडिशनल फाइन ट्यूनिंग वी कंसिडर द कंप्लीट वेट. हियर W इज फ्रोजन, वेयर इज डेल्टा W इज ट्रेनेबल. आपका जो इनिशियल वेट है उसको फ्रीज कर देता है वो. मॉडल का प्री ट्रेन, और डेल्टा डब्ल्यू जो होता है उसको ट्रेनिंग करता है, ये उसकी ट्रेनिंग करता है। ओके, कैसे, लेट्स से मैं बता रहा हूं आपको। एलो आर ए प्रपोजेस this delta W as a product of two smaller matrices A and B with a lower rank, तब इसका नाम है लोअर रैंक अडेप्टेशन। तो जो वेट्स हैं उनके दो छोटी मैट्रिक्स बना रहा, स्मॉल मैट्रिक्स ए एंड बी। इट अपडेट द मैट्रिक्स डब्ल्यू डैश, तो ये बन जाती है डब्ल्यू डैश प्लस डब्ल्यू प्लस बी ए, एंड इनिशियल वेट रिमेन्स फ्रोजन, ये अपडेट नहीं होता। सो द मैट्रिक्स बी एंड ए आर ऑफ लोअर डायमेंशनैलिटी। ठीक है, अब देखो ये एल ओ आर ए के अंदर काम होगा। इनपुट दिया आपने, ये प्री ट्रेंड वेट्स हैं और ये डेल्टा डब्ल्यू है, क्योंकि तुम्हारा, देखो क्या होता है, लेट मी शो यू व्हाट हैपेंड। अगेन लिसन टू मी केयरफुली, दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंड इन अ ट्रेनिंग प्रोसेस। w dash equal to w minus alpha del l by del w. This is how the weights are updated. So w dash is w plus delta w, ये होता है w dash, ये अपडेटेड वेट है, मतलब ये आपका पुराना वेट और ये चेंज इन द वेट, ये होता है। ठीक है, ये ट्रेनिंग में होता है। अब उसने क्या करा कि इसको फ्रीज कर रहा है वो, होशियारी, एंड वट एवर बी द चेंज इन द वेट्स उसको अपडेट करेगा, और इसको भी वो टू स्मॉलर मैट्रिक्स में ब्रेक कर देगा, ए एंड बी, लो रैंक वाली। दैट इज अ स्मार्टनेस इट इज डूइंग। सो यू कैन सी द डायग्राम, you can see the diagram here, ये रहा। you give the input x, ठीक है, ये होता है ना डब्ल्यू एक्स प्लस बी, वाई इक्वल टू डब्ल्यू एक्स प्लस बी, यही होता है ना। ठीक है, तो ये जो इनपुट है ये क्या हुआ, व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू विद द इनपुट, ये तो आपके प्री ट्रेंड वेट्स हैं, इनपुट इससे मल्टीप्लाई हुआ, डब्ल्यू एक्स हुआ। ये जो डेल्टा डब्ल्यू था उसको उसने दो छोटी मैट्रिक्स में तोड़ दिया, ए एंड बी, एंड डेल्टा डब्ल्यू एक्स ये परफॉर्म करा, एंड दिस इज डब्ल्यू एक्स प्लस ए बी इंटू एक्स, ए बी इंटू एक्स, नॉट डेल्टा डब्ल्यू। तो ये तो भाई मेरा फ्रीज ही था, इसको तो मेरे को टेंशन ही नहीं है लेके। व्हाट इट डिड, ये डब्ल्यू इज वाज रिमेन फ्रोजन। द थिंग इज, ये जो वेट था ये वाला, उसको आपने दो मैट्रिक्स, टू लो रैंक ऑर्डर मैट्रिक्स में ब्रेक कर दिया, और देन व्हेन यू अप्लाइड द एक्स विद इट, मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो आपको ये आंसर मिल जाएगा। दिस इज LOR टेक्निक। Okay, so if you have any doubt, any difficulty, let me explain you again in a new page. Okay, so ये होता है आपका एडजस्टमेंट, पैरामीटर एडजस्टमेंट, यानी वेट एडजस्टमेंट। ये ओल्ड वेट है, ये न्यू वेट है। लेट अस सपोज न्यू वेट आई एम गेटिंग, दैट इज डब्ल्यू प्लस डेल्टा डब्ल्यू, ये न्यू वेट है। अब ये क्या करता है, जो इनपुट जाएगा अब इसमें, ठीक है, बिकॉज आई नीड टू परफॉर्म डब्ल्यू एक्स, पैरामीटर से तो इनपुट मल्टीप्लाई होता है, डब्ल्यू एक्स प्लस बी, ये तो ऑपरेशन होता है न्यूरल नेटवर्क पे। अब इसने क्या करा, व्हाट इट डिड, इट टुक डब्ल्यू सेपरेटली एंड डेल्टा डब्ल्यू सेपरेटली एंड गिव द इनपुट एक्स। तो इससे भी मल्टीप्लाई होगा एक्स, इससे भी होगा। व्हाट इट डिड, इसको फ्रीज करा भाई ने, इसको फ्रोज कर दिया उसने, एंड ये जो डेल्टा डब्ल्यू है इसको दो छोटी मैट्रिक्स में तोड़ दिया। इट ब्रेक दिस डब्ल्यू इनटू टू स्मॉलर मैट्रिक्स। तो नाउ द मल्टीप्लीकेशन विद ए एंड बी विल बी सिंपल फॉर एक्स, और बाद में इसको क्लब कर दिया, डब्ल्यू प्लस ए बी एक्स, बस यही LOR काम करता है। आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट और नॉट, व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से? यस सोहेल, आस्क द क्वेश्चन।
सर मेरा एंड रिजल्ट तो लोरा के लिए यही है कि मुझे वेट अपडेट करना है अपने
हाँ।
स्पेसिफिक पैरामीटर्स के लिए, राइट?
हाँ,
तो
यस।
मतलब उसको ए और बी में डिकम्पोजिशन करके मुझे क्या फायदा मिल रहा है कि वो जो मल्टीप्लिकेशन है, जो कैलकुलेशन है, वो इजी हो रही है मेरे लिए।
हाँ, only the calculation is getting easy. That is my concern is. That's what I want. I should be having the easy calculations. Okay, high order to low order conversion. That's what we are doing. And we freeze our W, which was initial weight. And whatever be the changes we are doing, that we are doing on the updated delta W. So we are dividing the delta W into A and B, and then we are performing the task. That's what is happening here. Okay, this is low rank adaptation technique. Okay, so I did explain this previously also, and now also I explained it again. Okay, fine. So I hope this makes a sense. And this technique has been used in our rest of the models. So it reduces the memory, faster training and the adaptation. Okay, and for small hardware, small availability of the hardware, this is perfectly fine. Scaling to the large models, you can scale, you can increase the size. That's what you can do with the LORA technique. Okay, all right. So this is also something which I need to explain. All those notes now I will give to you. And we are having bits and bytes also. Quantization. That's what I told. You are having 32-bit representation. You are converting it into 4-bit integer. That is quantization, bits and bytes format. That means simplest method to quantize model, to reduce its calculations, to use reduce its mathematical operations. That is bits and byte do. Because you are having a heavy model, तो उसको छोटा करना है उसके calculations को. Okay, so it comes under quantization technique. Okay, and that's what I explained you above in the quantization. Just conversion of ये 32-bit floating point number can be represented to 4-bit integer. That is quantization. And we are having a library who can do that, because your model is having billions of parameter, and quantization is the only solution. If you are having so much parameters, so much trainable, so you can't do this thing with your initial resources. No, you have to reduce the operations, you have to reduce the number of trainable parameters. दोनों कम करके चलना है. और उसमें भी अपन LORA का यूज कर रहे हैं. PFT, that's what we are using. And we are using all the such capabilities which will help our model to have least resources, which require least resources. ये काम करना है. ठीक है. और इसी के कंटेक्स्ट में फिर भाई मैं आ गया सीधा कहां पर. आई केम इन टू द डेटा. सेंटीमेंट एनालिसिस डेटा आई एम हैविंग. फाइनेंशियल न्यूज का ये है मेरे पास. सेंटीमेंट एनालिसिस डेटा है. That is having your news headlines. You can see we are having the text and we are having the sentiment. That's what I am having. Text and the sentiment. This is the data. I need to perform the fine tuning of model with this data. Okay, though you did perform the sentiment analysis by the basic NLP techniques, machine learning, deep learning techniques, sentiment analysis has been done. That's not the thing. We are going to do the fine tuning of this data. अब ये supervised हो गया. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरे पास target है, sentiment है मेरे पास. This is supervised fine tuning. I am available with the target. अच्छा, ये तो एक जनरल कंटेक्स्ट में बात करें. Okay, though my model uses supervised also, unsupervised also. It is using PEFT also, LORA, which comes under that. Quantization also. It uses group query attention also. It uses all these super techniques to give the response. Okay, and here is the fine tuning of my sentiment analysis of your data using Llama 3. अब यहाँ के जो मॉडल है ना ऐड करा है, ये आपको थोड़ा सा यू हैव टू चेक आउट. इतने आसानी से ऐड नहीं होगा. पहले यू हैव टू टेक द परमिशन, देन इट विल ऐड. वंस यू क्लिक हियर ना, इट विल गिव यू, इट विल कमांड यू. सो it will push you to the meta website. There you have to fill the details, your name, your email address, okay, your organization. That's what you have to fill up. And okay, then just take the permission. After some time it will permit you. Then you can use this model, Llama 3, 8 billion parameter. Okay, I'm using GPU P100. Obviously, if you're working with the LLM, GPU P, 2 GPU are not enough. P100, it's a large language model. Okay, so here we are going to do the fine tuning on the financial data sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis, you very well know, positive, negative, neutral. Financial data, you are having text and you are having the sentiment related to it. Okay, so you can take this project as a reference and you can do the fine tuning of your your project, योर डेटा फाइन ट्यूनिंग कर सकते हो, चाहे वो अब इसमें ऐसा है, यू कैन हैव वो फेक न्यूज, you can have hate speech, you can take any of the data for the fine tuning once you learn from this.
सर
Yes, ask the question. Yeah.
सर व्हाट इफ हमारे पास ह्यूज अमाउंट्स ऑफ
Hmm.
पीडीएफ है जिसमें टेक्स्ट है
Hmm.
और इट्स नॉट सुपरवाइज्ड नाउ, मतलब हमारे पास सिर्फ
Hmm.
टेक्स्ट ही टेक्स्ट है, उसका उसको फाइन ट्यून हम कैसे कर सकते हैं, कोई आइडिया देंगे?
देखिए, फाइन ट्यूनिंग में आपको जो है अनसुपरवाइज, जैसे बोला, इफ यू आर हैविंग टेक्स्ट टेक्स्ट ओनली, सो दैट विल बी अनसुपरवाइज्ड फाइन ट्यूनिंग.
हाँ सर.
ओके, यू आर नॉट हैविंग एनी टारगेट, तो वो भी पॉसिबल है यहाँ पर, अनसुपरवाइज्ड भी वो भी पॉसिबल है, दोनों तरीके से होती है. ओके, यू कैन गिव दैट पर्टिकुलर टेक्स्ट एंड फॉर द मॉडल टू गेट ट्रेन, दे सकते हो, वो भी कोई इशू नहीं. ठीक है, आप दो अपने मॉडल को पूरा टेक्स्ट फाइल, यू कैन गिव.
इसी को लामा को ही दे सकते
हाँ
हैं?
हाँ, दे सकते हैं,
ओके
यू कैन
ओके
गिव दैट लामा को. ओके,
ओके सर.
और उसको भी देखेंगे अपन. All right. So here it is. This is some details related to the data has been given, and Llama I have already explained you what it is. Okay. So I am going to consider certain libraries. Okay, Torch, that is a framework. Transformer, that is a framework. Okay, these are the deep learning frameworks. Bit and the bytes, just recently I explained you. For the quantization purpose, I am going to use the bits and the bytes क्योंकि computation बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा, कैलकुलेशन बहुत बड़े हो जाएंगे. Bits and the bytes you have to install. Accelerate to quickly do the process. Data set you can take. And ये upgraded है. अंडर ये डैश यू डैश क्यू, अपग्रेडेड जो भी वर्जन है इनको यूज करो आप. ठीक है, TRL एंड PFT आई ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन्ड. ओके, तो TRL क्या है? दैट इज योर ऑप्टिमाइजेशन ओनली. ये TRL जो होती है, दैट इज अ ट्रेन ट्रांसफॉर्मर लैंग्वेज मॉडल, दैट इज अ रीइंफोर्समेंट लर्निंग सुपरवाइज्ड फाइन ट्यूनिंग, दैट आई ऑल्सो एक्सप्लेन्ड. Okay, and PPO I explained, DPO also I explained to you. So ये TRL के अंदर आता है ये सब, ये भी चाहिए मुझे. सो ऑल दे आर हैविंग द लाइब्रेरीज. PFT लाइब्रेरी है. टेंसर बोर्ड वो जो भी कुछ हो रहा है उसको शो करने के लिए, से विजुअलाइजेशन ये ऑप्शनल, हटा देना. Okay, so I use all these installation first. Okay, so your optimization technique, your LORA, low rank adaptation, PFT टेक्निक. ओके, ट्रांसफॉर्मर ले लो क्योंकि ट्रांसफॉर्मर से ही मैं उठा लूंगा वो लामा 3. ओके, एंड रेस्ट इज फाइन. ये ट्रेनिंग के लिए मैंने टॉर्च उठा लिया. ओके, टॉर्च आई पिक अप फॉर द ट्रेनिंग पर्पस. बिट्स एंड बाइट्स, यू नो, फर्स्ट द इंस्टॉलेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड. देन you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to import the OS module with the two environment. One is a PyTorch with the GPU to use, and I'm requiring another environment to perform parallelization in the tokenization process. In this, the code is setting with the environment variable to false, which means that the tokenization will be not parallelized. मतलब parallel नहीं हो रहा. ठीक है, तो I'm going to pick up OS and environment that is CUDA. Okay, so I'm going to use the GPU. Okay, and I'm available with the GPU. So whatever be the first number of GPU, zeroth index GPU, that I'm going to use. Okay, तो ये जीरो का मतलब ये रहता है कि आप जीपीयू का यूज करेंगे. यू आर हैविंग 100 GPUs, यू आर गोइंग टू यूज द फर्स्ट नंबर GPU, फर्स्ट इंडेक्स GPU. दैट्स व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू यूज. और पैरेलल नहीं करना मेरे को. नो पैरेलल टोकनाइजेशन डन. फॉल्स. ट्रू भी कर सकते हो, फॉल्स करो. ओके, तो ये इंस्टॉलेशन करिए पहले आप, एंड देन यू कैन सेट अप योर एनवायरमेंट, OS एनवायरमेंट, यूज द GPU. फिर वो तो वार्निंग है तो ऑप्शनल है. ठीक है, वार्निंग इफ एनी कम, तो आई एम गोइंग टू इग्नोर इट, एंड दीज आर द लाइब्रेरीज जिनको इंपोर्ट मारना है. numpy, maths, pandas for data frame, tqdm to show the progress, installation progress, whatever be the kind of progress that to show. Bit and byte I already told. Torch framework, transformer framework for deep learning purpose. ये सब फ्रेमवर्क है. डेटा सेट उठा लो. पीएफटी ये भी बता दिया, पैरामीटर एफिशिएंट. तो लोरा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, इसका कॉन्फ़िगरेशन पीएफटी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. तो लो रैंक एडेप्टेशन टेक्निक आई एक्सप्लेन. ये ट्रेनर है, सुपरवाइज्ड. फिर ट्रांसफॉर्म में से यू हैव टू पिकअप ऑटो ऑटो ट्रेनिंग के लिए ऑटो मॉडल फॉर कौशल एलएम. ऑटो ट्रेनिंग पर्पस करने के लिए आप ऑटो मॉडल लोगे फॉर कौशल पर्पस. एंड दिस इज द टोकनाइजर, ऑटो टोकनाइजर. ये ऑटोमेटिक हो रहा है भाई काम, तो उसके लिए यूज कर रहे हैं ऑटो मॉडल फॉर कौशल एलएम, ऑटो ट्रेनिंग करने के लिए. And then this is a tokenizer, bit and byte configuration, trainable arguments will be there. I will going to introduce the pipelining also. ये सब करना पड़ेगा. फिर ये तो मैट्रिक्स है इवैल्यूएशन की. Once you do your training and then you can check what is the accuracy, what is the score. That's what you have to do. वो ये तो आप जानते ही हो. You very well know about these things. These are something which we are adding extra. And same kind of libraries I added in Llama 2 also. Same. Because Llama, all the same family ना. ठीक है. ये पाइटॉच वर्जन है 2.1.12. ठीक है. ये मेरा क्यूडा डिवाइस है. ओके, आई एम गोइंग टू टेक द जीपीयू. यदि नहीं होगा तो सीपीयू लेना, लेकिन भैया सीपीयू लोगे तो मजे आ जाएंगे. ओके, सो वी हैव टू टेक द जीपीयू ऑब्वियसली. ठीक है. तो माई डिवाइस विल बी जीपीयू और विच द कंप्यूटेशन विल बी डन. ओके, देन आई एम हैविंग some backends, memory efficient. ठीक है. That's what I'm having. Disabling two features of the PyTorch related to the memory efficiency speeding operation on the graphics GPU, especially scaled dot product attention. ये SDP जो होता है ना, that is scaled dot product attention function. ये भी अलग कहानी है इसकी भी पीछे. SDP ये function ये. सो फॉर मेमोरी एफिशिएंसी इसको भी इनको फॉल्स कर रहे हैं कि पीछे कोई और कलाकारी ना हो. देयर शुड नॉट बी एनीथिंग, एनी काइंड ऑफ कंप्यूटेशन, एनी काइंड ऑफ मेमोरी रिक्वायरमेंट्स बिसाइड बैकएंड में. क्योंकि टॉर्च में आप मॉडल ट्रेन करोगे तो कंप्यूटेशन होंगे. तो आई एम गोइंग टू यूज द जीपीयू, सो आई वांट मेमोरी एफिशिएंसी एंड द स्पीडिंग पर्पस. सो आई डोंट वांट एनीथिंग बिसाइड्स, मतलब पीछे और कोई दूसरे कंप्यूटेशन, कोई दूसरी मेमोरी रिक्वायरमेंट ना आ जाए, उनको फॉल्स कर दो बैकएंड पे. स्केल्ड डॉट प्रोडक्ट अटेंशन फंक्शन, अब इसके बारे में आप ढूंढ लो, इंटरनेट इतना मिलेगा ही नहीं. ओके, दीज आर सम टॉपिक्स विच आर न्यू, विच आर, क्योंकि अभी तो रिलीज हुआ ये लामा 3. कहाँ इतना कुछ पता. वेरी few coding examples you can see over the Llama 3, and only the experts are doing the work, not all. ठीक है, ये हुआ. देन डेटा प्रिपेयर कर लेते हैं अपन. एक काम करते हैं, ये मेरा डेटा सेंटीमेंट एनालिसिस वाला. आई टुक द सेंटीमेंट एनालिसिस डेटा, आई कन्वर्टेड दैट इनटू अ डेटा फ्रेम. आई एम हैविंग सेंटीमेंट इन द टेक्स्ट कॉलम. ये रहा मेरा डेटा, सेंटीमेंट एंड द टेक्स्ट. This is what my data is. I need to fine tune my model with regards to this data. So in sentiment, I am having neutral, positive, negative, and this is the text I am having. 4,846 rows, 2 column. These are the column names. 6 duplicates are there, which I removed. I dropped the duplicates from my data. हटा दिया. 6 थे, नहीं भी हटाता तो भी कोई परेशानी नहीं थी, but I removed. There are no null values present in my data. Fine. अच्छा, इसको मैं, आप बोलो सर ये तो एनएलपी है, तो आप इसको कोई क्लीन विलीन करोगे? कुछ नहीं कर रहा भाई मैं. आई एम नॉट एट ऑल क्लीनिंग माई डेटा. जैसा है वैसे ही रखने दो. कोई लेमेटाइजेशन नहीं, कोई रिमूवल नहीं, ना स्टॉप वर्ड, ना ये वर्ड, ना वो वर्ड, कुछ नहीं, नथिंग, नो डेटा क्लीनिंग रिक्वायर्ड, just keep it as it is and I'm going to submit this data for the training purpose directly. क्यों भैया, मेरा एलएलएम है, कोई वो छोटा मोटा मॉडल नहीं है कि जो मैं इतनी क्लीनिंग क्लीनिंग लगाऊं. माई एलएलएम ऑलरेडी अंडरस्टैंड, कई टोकन पे तो ट्रेंड है वो, बिलियंस ऑफ पैरामीटर्स पर है ट्रेंड, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ टोकन्स है उसके पास, सब समझता है वो. ओके, सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू डू एनी काइंड ऑफ क्लीनिंग. ठीक है, ये हो गया. ठीक है, देन आई एम गोइंग टू, ओके, आई डिड सम विजुअलाइजेशन, दैट मीन्स काउंट प्लॉट फॉर द सेंटीमेंट. ओके, दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड. सो न्यूट्रल का आई एम हैविंग 2873 एंट्रीज, एंड नेगेटिव का आई एम हैविंग 604 एंट्रीज, पॉजिटिव का आई एम हैविंग 1363 एंट्रीज. I made the pie plot also. So highest न्यूट्रल का एंट्री है 60% के आसपास है, रेस्ट पॉजिटिव एंड द नेगेटिव सेंटीमेंट. सो आई मेड पाई प्लॉट ऑल्सो, बना दिया. फिर मैंने डेटा को डिवाइड कर दिया ट्रेनिंग टेस्टिंग में. ओके, टुक माई डेटा, आई मेड दीज आर द एम्प्टी लिस्ट. एक्स ट्रेन एक्स टेट का एक्स टेस्ट का एम्प्टी लिस्ट बनाओ. सेंटीमेंट पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव न्यूट्रल है. अकॉर्डिंग टू द सेंटीमेंट यू डिवाइड द डेटा. मतलब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, 400 का पॉजिटिव, 200 का, सुनो, 400 का पॉजिटिव ट्रेनिंग, 200 का पॉजिटिव टेस्टिंग, 400 का पॉजिटिव ना नेगेटिव ट्रेनिंग, 200 का नेगेटिव टेस्टिंग, 400 का न्यूट्रल एंड 200 का न्यूट्रल टेस्टिंग के लिए. ऐसा मैं डेटा उठा रहा हूँ और अपेंड कर रहा हूँ, यानी सबको बराबरी से ले रहा हूँ. दैट मीन्स 400 ट्रेनिंग पॉजिटिव, 400 ट्रेनिंग नेगेटिव, 400 ट्रेनिंग न्यूट्रल, 200 टेस्टिंग पॉजिटिव, 200 टेस्टिंग नेगेटिव, 200 टेस्टिंग न्यूट्रल. ऐसा ले रहा हूँ डेटा. ये कोड है. कॉन्कैटिनेट कर दो भाई, पूरा एक बना दो उसको, ट्रेनिंग टेस्टिंग सब मिला दो, और वहां से वो भी कर दो, 50 सैंपल उसके उठा लो. 50 सैंपल आई टुक फॉर द वैलिडेशन. दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड. ठीक है, यू कैन रेफर टू द कोड. आई मेड a training testing and the validation data. That's what I did. Okay, so splitting the data into training and the testing, and then I concatenated the data considering all the sentiment categories. So I am having equal samples for all of them. ठीक है, and then I perform the evaluation. 50 sample I collected for the evaluation without replacement from the remaining data. The data which is not used, उससे 50 सैंपल उठा लिए वैलिडेशन करने के लिए, एक्स वैलिडेशन बना लिया, बस यही काम है. सो आई क्रिएटेड एक्स ट्रेन, एक्स टेस्ट एंड द एक्स वैलिडेशन विद 50 सैंपल पर सैंपल कट पर सेंटीमेंट कैटेगरी. पर सेंटीमेंट कैटेगरी के 50 सैंपल ले लिए वैलिडेशन में. ट्रेनिंग में 400 लिए पर कैटेगरी, टेस्टिंग में 200 लिए पर कैटेगरी. दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड. ओके फाइन, ये हो गया. ये जनरेट प्रॉम्प्ट. हाउ यू कैन गिव द प्रॉम्प्ट. देयर इज अ मेथड जनरेट प्रॉम्प्ट वेयर आई गिव द डेटा पॉइंट and this is what I'm going to return. Analyze the sentiment of the news headline, encode in the square brackets and something. That's what I can return in a prompt. Okay, so generate prompt, this is the method. In this function, it will generate a prompt for sentiment. Okay, based upon the given data point. Okay, it will take a data point that will be data point that is dictionary as an input, that will contains text and a sentiment representing that. The function will construct a prompt based upon it. तो आपका वो टेक्स्ट ले लेगा, आपका वो सेंटीमेंट भी ले लेगा, उस पर एक प्रॉम्प्ट बना देगा. That's what it will do. ठीक है, the prompt asks to analyze the sentiment of the news headline enclosed in the square brackets, and it will return the sentiment positive, negative और neutral. वो दे देगा. इतनी सी बात. Strip is to remove the leading and the trailing white spaces. यदि होंगे आगे और पीछे तो व्हाइट स्पेसेस को रिमूव करेगा। तो अभी अपन ऐसा कुछ बनाएंगे नहीं, चिंता मत करो, जस्ट कोड है, रखे रहने दो। हाँ ठीक है। नाउ व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, अभी बना नहीं रहे हैं लेकिन बस ठीक है, रखा है। सो जो ट्रेन है, आई एम गोइंग टू मेक द प्रॉम्प्ट। ओके, सो जनरेटिंग प्रॉम्प्ट्स from the data. So extrain dot apply. This will apply the generate prompt function to each row in the training, allows the rows to generate the prompt related to it. तो ट्रेनिंग डेटा, वैलिडेशन डेटा और टेस्ट डेटा, इनमें क्या कर रहे हैं अपन, इनको अपन एक, ये देखिए सुनिए, यू आर हैविंग द ट्रेनिंग डेटा like this. Okay, like this, you are having a training data according to the grain, the company is and technology, this is your data. इसको मैं प्रॉम्प्ट के फॉर्मेट में कन्वर्ट कर रहा हूं, जो ऊपर दिया, और उसको मैं आई एम मेकिंग अ डेटा फ्रेम बेस्ड अपॉन इट. सो आई एम कन्वर्टिंग माई टेक्स्ट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ प्रॉम्प्ट लाइक इन दिस वे. सो आई विल बी हैविंग अ टेक्स्ट एंड आई विल बी हैविंग अ सेंटिमेंट एसोसिएटेड विद इट. सो दिस स्टेटमेंट विल बी रिटर्न टू ईच एंड एवरी टेक्स्ट. ये पूरा लिखा होगा उसके साथ, और फिर टेक्स्ट होगा और उसके सामने उसका सेंटिमेंट होगा. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम क्रिएटिंग विद माई एग्जिस्टिंग डेटा. ये बना रहा हूं मैं. Okay, with this particular code, apply to my train data, apply to my validation data. Okay, that's what I need to do, and create a data frame based upon it. ये करना है मुझे, ठीक है, इस फॉर्मेट में. एनालाइज द सेंटीमेंट, मतलब मैं कमांड, अच्छा ये क्यों करा, यू माइट बी हैविंग अ क्वेश्चन, सर डायरेक्टली नहीं कर सकते थे क्या? Why you did? Because I want to give a command instruction to the LLM that you have to perform this thing. ये मुझे देना है उसको. तुम फाइन ट्यूनिंग कर रहे हो ना भाई. So you have to make model understand कि क्या करवाना है उससे. So this is the prompt I gave. Analyze the sentiment of the headline in the square bracket, determine whether it is positive, negative or neutral, and return the answer to the corresponding sentiment. Okay, fine. That's what I want. Sir, इससे prompt template कहते हैं. Yes, it is a prompt template. Okay. So I will be, this is a template, this is something which as in form of an instruction I'm giving to the LLM, that what LLM needs to do. ये करना है, ये लिख दिया, डेटा फ्रेम भी बना दी उसकी, ये न्यू एक्स ट्रेन एक्स वैलिडेशन ये बन गया, एंड दिस इज द एक्स टेस्ट ऑल्सो. ये सब बना दिए मैंने, एक्स ट्रेन एक्स टेस्ट नाउ अपडेटेड हो गए, उसका डेटा बना लिया पूरा. ट्रेनिंग डेटा बन गया, वैलिडेशन डेटा बन गया. ओके, नाउ व्हाट यू कैन डू इज, फाइन, अब ये इवैल्यूएशन है. इवैल्यूएशन में ये तो हम करेंगे बाद में, विल डू द इवैल्यूएशन लेटर ऑन, वेयर वी आर गोइंग टू गिव द ट्रू वैल्यू एंड द प्रेडिक्टेड वैल्यू. लेबल पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव, न्यूट्रल है, उसकी मैपिंग करके मैंने उसको न्यूमेरिकल में कन्वर्ट कर लिया. पॉजिटिव मीन्स 2, न्यूट्रल मीन्स 1, नन मीन्स 1 एंड नेगेटिव मीन्स 0. So neutral and none both means same, negative is 0. मैपिंग कर दी, ठीक है, I did mapped. और y true एंड y prediction, इसको भी वेक्टराइज कर दिया बाय दिस. बाकी मुझे स्कोर वगैरह निकालना है तो एक्यूरेसी यहां से निकाल लेंगे, लेबल्स यहां से, ट्रू लेबल्स जो भी हैं, फ्रॉम हियर वी आर गोइंग टू टेक. Okay, that's what we can do, and we can calculate the accuracy scores and all classification report, confusion metrics. That's the general way which we do. That's present in here in this particular code for the evaluation. So in evaluation you require y true and the y prediction. That's what you require. उसको भी थोड़ा सा क्या संतुलित करना है. Okay, so you have to assign first, okay, positive, negative, neutral, and all these things means 0, 1, and 2. The y true you have to map according to this. You have to map function से करना है. True and the prediction. Accuracy के लिए y true and y prediction, just calculate the accuracy with the accuracy score method. Okay, that's what you can do. These are the unique labels which are present. Okay, get the unique labels which are present in the data, 0, 1 and 2. These are the unique labels. Then according to these unique labels you can calculate the accuracy scores, print the accuracy score, you can print the classification report also, and you can print the confusion matrix also on the basis of them 0 1 2 के behalf में ये कर सकते हो आप. So this is evaluation criteria. ये करा. Okay, fine. Let me stop the